Jain guys, today I am at Big Boy. Yep, Upper Assam Big Boy, and I came here for some personal work, and I got hold of this Fronx. This is the rented car, so I thought why not do a video of Maruti Fronx. Here it is. Now, if you come here, you have seen the Maruti Fronx and lot of videos of Maruti Fronx. So I will not get into the details of the walk around, how does it look and all these things, but I will give my opinion about the Maruti Fronx. This is one of the hot selling product of Maruti, and it has got reasons to be because this is a bumped up Baleno. They have just added some muscles and changed the front fascia, changed the rear end of the Baleno and into something, and the product has become very successful. They are categorizing these Fronx into so-called SUV, sub 4-meter SUV. It's nowhere an SUV. In fact, none of the cars which are branded as compact SUVs are basically SUVs. They are SUVs body style and gives you a feeling that you sit little high, and it's a marketing gimmick rather. And they say that Nexon, Renu, Brezza, these are not SUVs. Never use it for off-roading. But these are good to drive because you feel driving in a higher sitting position. So that's how the consumers get attracted towards it, and it's the hottest selling segment of the car industry. Now, I will touch down upon the design aspects of this car. मारुति इंजीनियर्स का जो नजरिया है, द डिजाइन जो करता है उसका जो द कॉन्सेप्ट है, एंड हाउ whether that is impressive, whether I am impressed with this and people are really impressed. What do I feel? My own opinion. I am sharing with you for you to opine and comment. But before I do this, I want to remind you that सब्सक्राइब अगर नहीं किया है चैनल में तो उसको सब्सक्राइब कर देना, लाइक करो, शेयर करो, प्लीज डू दैट. एंड now explore Maruti Fronx. The front fascia of Fronx has been inspired from the Maruti Grand Vitara, and this is the base model. Even though it's a base model, they have given a projector lamp out here. The headlamp is projector. On top of it is the indicator. In this variant, there is no LED light, I guess. So these are all halogen setup, and come with a alloy wheel. It's got cladding on sides and also in the front, and it is basically a coupe style design, and it can at the most be termed as a crossover, but there are very intelligent touches. If you look at the character lines which are there just above the black cladding of the front wheel, there are the character lines come here and engulfs the front light assembly. There are some strong character lines on the bonnet on the two sides only. In this particular variant, this is base variant, and comes with a indicator on the fender. So the black cladding wraps around, and that with a character line which is going on top here, and again there is another one originating from the mid of the rear door. The base variant, the door handles come in simple pure black. So, and also it has got a roof rail. Being a base variant, it does not have the wiper, but there are refocus on the rear windscreen, the shark fin antenna too. When I open the door opens about 80 degrees to the body, and it's pretty easy to get in and out. But let me first of all talk about the design of the door. Now, there is a dual tone basically used by Maruti, which is something like brownish wine color, and there is also a tinge of light golden touch here around the door handle, and here is the usual Maruti window controls. Now, it doesn't have any ORBM controls because it is a base model. So when you get into the vehicle, the good thing about the instrument cluster is this, that it has got a conventional analog system, and we prefer that these analog dials than the total digital ones. There's a small window information in between the two analog dials, so that gives a lot of information. There is no controls on the steering. The steering appears to be very tiny. It is a D-cut, and being a base model, it doesn't come with a leather wrapped sign of Maruti logo. Here is a three-spoke steering. Simple, but the steering appears to be little small and very basic. Now here, left hand side is the wiper control, and the right hand side is the light controls. Now here is the traction control of switch, and here is the auto start switch. The headlight leveler is here. The AC vents are here, and the controls, you can do it like this. These are normal. These are all made up of, the dashboard is of hard plastic. Now this is an aftermarket infotainment system. The base variant doesn't come with any infotainment system as such. But the good thing about what they have provided is an auto AC right from the base variant. Now here is some textured finishes given, and these are the silverish finish, which looks good. But when it comes to the other side, something that I find it very difficult to digest. It's a lot of layers: 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layers, 4 layers. Kind of, in such a small area, they have given so many layers, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 shades that I find it very complicated to, not very pleasant as far as I am concerned. And the color combination, though it is looks okay, but I would have loved, a little bit different color combination. I really do not know why Maruti has to give these layers out here. They can't think of something very simple, very elegant, and they are repeating this dashboard design in most of the there are cars of the category, like the Baleno, the Desire, the Swift, etc., etc., etc. In the, as you come down, being a base variant, here is a place to keep your mobile. Here is some 2 cup holders. There is a manual gearbox. It is a very basic. It's a manual handbrake. The owner of this vehicle has put a PVC seat cover, and there's a soft touch material here and here, but which are of fabric. I would have loved the big seats, small glove box, which is having nothing special in between. Here is a IRBM is normal, very small in size, and is a manual IRBM. The door visor is tiny. There is no vanity mirror in the base variant. The ceiling material moves a lot, so I do not have no comments to make. The door handles, of course, are very nicely made. The seats are comfy. If you sit here, there is no problem about that. The rear seat, the good thing about the Fronx is that it gets an adjustable headrest for 3 passengers right from the base variant, and the seats are adequate enough. 2.5, that means 2 adults and 1 child can sit. There is no rear AC vent. This is a miss. There is a 12-volt charging socket out here. The door design is again a very basic, and as the space is concerned, there is no problem in the Fronx. Now let us come to the rear of the Fronx. Now here again, there is a lot of lines and layers. I find it very complicated. This is not a big car. Okay, so you see a lot of creases, lot of levels, and there's this one in the bumper. So again this one. So again there is a character line here. The rear light assembly, of course, is very attractive, and there is a sort of connecting light area, but I am not very sure if the base variant also has it. Only the top variant maybe. This must be LED. This one is a good touch, but I find it to be little busy and complicated. I don't find the rear design of Fronx to be very interesting or appealing. It's good thing about the Fronx is that they give 4 parking sensors in the rear, and when you come to the front, you do not get a single parking sensor. So my opinion about the Fronx. Well, I guess this is a very successful car by Maruti, but this is a pumped up Baleno put on steroid, and Maruti has been very intelligent to guess the nerve of customers, and this has become a very successful venture. But when because the front having been inspired by the Grand Vitara, people call it mini Grand Vitara, but Maruti Fronx is little busy and little complicated, and too many elements have been provided in the rear to make it attractive to the buyers. But as far as I'm concerned, I feel it is little too busy and little bit complicated. Powered by the legendary 1.2 liter Maruti Kappa engine, producing 84, 82, 83 bhp of power. It looks good in the front, but the rear design of Maruti 15 Newton meter of torque. This is a mileage muncher. I mean, it gives quite a lot of good mileage, and reason why it has become a very successful product. Smart attempt by Maruti, and it will continue to grow in numbers in the Indian market because the prices of everything is shooting up. We like to save as much as we can. So there is no denying the fact that this is in too many busy and too many complicated design elements in the rear, and the dashboard has become so boring. They are repeating it over and over and over again. The color combination also, they can think of something like a very acceptable colors by public in general, providing reddish, bluish, yellowish, greenish interiors should be abstained from. Rather, you should go for neutral colors like white, light gray, dark gray, combinations of all these things to give for the masses to accept your car and passengers to feel more comfortable inside the cabin. So guys, driving the Fronx today, this comes with a 1.2 liter naturally aspirated Maruti engine, which is a 4-cylinder engine. Maruti has beauty in so many Maruti cars which are very much on demand, like Ignis and Desire, blah blah blah. Of late, Maruti has started, the Z series 3-cylinder engine. Anyway, coming back to the performance of this car, this feels very smooth to drive. Gear ratios are perfect, you can say. It's very nice. The clutch has got a little long play, but the clutch is very light and it's very easy to drive in the city traffic also. So that way it's very nice. The power is just adequate for city driving and for highway driving also. It's not that you feel a lot of power at your disposal, but nonetheless it's okay. The brake is decent enough. It's a very easy to go traffic performance wise, and not an enthusiastic driver's car, I would imagine. It's a car. It's a good car for persons who love to drive from point A to point B. Plus, it is also very fuel efficient because that 1.2 liter 4-cylinder engine is very fuel efficient. So the general public will definitely go for it, and why not? It's a good car to drive. But if you ask me if sporty nature, no, it's not. It's not. The steering, the feedback from the steering is just educate enough, not very direct, not a very fun to drive car, but it's good for everyday use. That's my impression after driving this Fronx, and good car to invest in if you are looking for. And by the way, the buzz is that Maruti will be replacing the 1.2 liter 4-cylinder naturally aspirated engines with the Z series 3-cylinder engine, because ultimately what they are going to do is in a phased manner they are going to replace the naturally aspirated engines and converting those Z series engine into the hybrid ones, and imagine what a mileage they will give, because in the new Desire which has come out, they are giving a figure of 25 kilometer per liter. As this is a claim figure, but actually you will get something like 17-18 ounces to mil jayega. But if you drive sensibly, if you do not push it hard and keep your RPM within 2000 mark, then you can definitely drive something like 21-22 kilometers per liter on a highway drive. But if that comes along with a hybrid technology, then imagine the mileage the Maruti cars will deliver, and that is the reason why Maruti is a darling of millions and millions of Indians. And I think other companies like the Volkswagen Group or the Skoda and Hyundai, they should learn a lesson, a bit of something from Maruti. And with the anyway, this is what I felt today sharing with you. Love you guys, but if you like my videos, so please do putting a like in my video and also share my videos with your friends and family, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Bye bye, I love you. Signing off, Earthen.